Well, hello there, beautiful people. It's me, Jazzy Mack, and today's work from home opportunity is for Cash App. Yes, I said Cash App. And the beautiful thing is we have multiple opportunities available for Cash App. Depending on your experience level, I have some entry-level jobs as well as some six-figure jobs available for companies like Cash App. And I have some bonus opportunities available for you all as well. So we're going to talk about these opportunities and make sure that you have actually casted your vote. Remember, I put up this poll not long ago and I said I wanted you to vote for what sorts of videos you wanted to see. And so far, the category that is winning is the entry-level tech and cybersecurity roles. It's at 33% based on what everybody said in the comments. And then the next in line is going to be sales and then marketing and then healthcare. So if you haven't voted, this is going to be your last time to vote before we start putting together the next video that is going to be dedicated to one of these remote job categories. So please, if you haven't let me know in the previous video, please let me know in this one and cast your vote. But jumping back into the opportunities, as we've mentioned, we're going to talk about Cash App. And yes, Cash App is a remote friendly company. They've got offices all over the place. So I want you to ignore the location because they are remote friendly. They are also based in other countries as well. And they've got awesome benefits in addition to the work from home, the growth opportunities, the healthcare opportunities if you're trying to start a family or if you are currently pregnant. They've got awesome maternity leave as well as paternity leave for the dads, which is just super duper awesome. So let's hop right in. And of course, you know, I got to start with my shout outs because y'all have been killing it and I love it. So Miss Queen said, "Hi, Jazzy, got to give credit where it's due. I saw your video on the Delta Elite Services remote position back in March. I applied and by my surprise, I was invited to the video interview, went through the process, and I'm happy to say that Delta Airlines has hired me and my start day is July 17th. Congratulations. I wouldn't have known about this position if you hadn't posted this. So congratulations to you, Queen. We're excited for you. Let us know how your training goes. And I just wanted to say, sometimes these jobs you'll apply the first time around and it's just not your timing. It's not the universe's timing. Everything is according to timing. So if you don't get it the first round, that doesn't mean that the role is not going to come back around. So I'm proud of you for just staying persistent with your job search. We are just so excited for you. And then we've got Miss Destiny who said, "Hey, Jazzy Mac, I got an offer. I applied for the CVS services rep, HCB ops position using your resume template and received an email the next day to schedule a phone interview. A day later, I received an email for a video interview with the hiring manager. I reviewed your interview cheat sheet, took notes, and practiced to prepare. In addition to a great interview, the manager gave me good insight as to what would be available if I was hired. I interviewed that Thursday and received an offer this Monday morning." So literally you got an offer within a week. That is amazing, amazing, amazing. She says, "I encourage everyone to get the resume kit. It's a game changer. Thank you, Jazzy." Listen, I'm proud of you. And that's super fast because CVS usually goes slow and there's sometimes a hard company to get a job with, but I'm excited for you. So congratulations. I hope you really, really embrace that position and just climb that corporate ladder because you're going to love working there. Now, Miss Allison said, "Hey, Jazzy, I used your interview tips and took your advice. I am a single mom with a big gap in my resume. In February 2022, I took an entry-level position, but I didn't stop there. I kept updating my resume and interviewing, and I just secured a promotion with a $14,000 increase. This is my second promotion and third increase since my start date. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations to you, Allison." I love that you used the interview tips and because some people just come here for the resumes and the jobs, but it's there's also interview tips inside of that kit as well. And tips that are not shared on YouTube. So I'm glad that you use those tips and you secure, honey, this is a bag. This is a big bag, $14,000. I'm excited for you, Allison. Congratulations to you. Continue to update me on your career journey. And then we have Miss Ladies Lounge that said, "Hey, Jazzy, had to stop by and say thank you. I'm excited. I couldn't have done it without you. I've been applying for a job for a long time. And that was for she got hired hired for the phone claims analyst position. And then we went on to talk about it, and she said it was for Mutual of Omaha, the insurance company. So congratulations to you. I am excited for you. And then Miss Keita said, Jazzy, I landed a job with Walmart for the resolution coordinator position. I applied in January, didn't make the cut, went to when the position surfaced again in May, I jumped on, and then this position, I was offered the position using the same darn resume. Thank you for all you're doing. I began training in 2 weeks. Listen, I just said it's all about timing. Sometimes it's just not the right season. It doesn't have anything to do with you personally, your age, your gaps in work history. It's just timing. So as she said, it didn't work out in January, but it came back around in May, and she got it using the same exact resume. So we're proud of you. Congratulations. And then Miss Ebony said, Jazzy, I want to let you know that you're the GOAT. I've been applying for jobs, but this week I have 2 job offers at Cigna and at Alliance. Both are offering great benefits, pay, and no weekends. This is what I needed. I've been telling all my family and friends about your service. Keep doing what you are doing. You're a blessing to many. Congratulations to you. And then Miss Cassie said, Jazzy, thank you for everything that you do. I landed a conditional job offer from Southwest today for the customer service and support role. I use your helpful tips on preparing for the interview and polishing up my resume. I start training in August. Thanks again. Congratulations to you. Save me a buddy pass. Okay. I'm excited for you. Like, Southwest has an amazing profit sharing. They've got, just amazing benefits across the board in addition to your salary. So I'm really excited for you. So congratulations to you. Now let's go ahead and hop into this Cash App opportunity, because I know a lot of y'all are going to start complaining if I don't. So let's go ahead and look at what Cash App has to offer. But super quick, I wanted to emphasize, or just rather remind you of the Airbnb position that a lot of you probably didn't know was still out here. We have an operations investigation specialist position. So if you have ever worked in any type of billing support, you've worked at a bank, you've done any type of auditing, loss prevention, anything that has to do with risk mitigation, which is like keeping your company's assets safe and making sure that nobody is like scamming your company or stealing from the company. All of that is going to apply to this investigations role. So no, you don't have to have like a formal education. They're just saying have some sort of experience in either risk, in fraud prevention, or trust and safety. I don't care if you've done entry-level cybersecurity where you are doing password resets. All of that falls under trust and safety, confidentiality and availability, as well as integrity, the CIA triad for all of you cyber people out there. This is a wonderful job where you are going to be doing things in the JIRA ticketing system. So you may do things that when we go back up here, it says you're going to be responding to user tickets and reviewing users or reservations for risk according to the Airbnb platform. What does that mean, Jazzy? Well, maybe there is somebody on Airbnb that tries to book reservations, and when they book reservations, they stay there and then they file disputes after every single reservation. They've done it 3 times now, and it seems like they're just kind of doing like this friendly fraud where they are booking reservations and then disputing it. So then you would be the person that will resolve a ticket related to whether or not you're going to allow someone, to book, or if you're going to raise a red flag and kind of flag that person's account to ban them from booking. Maybe there's also a person that might have been caught with some paraphernalia of some sort inside of an Airbnb, and you're deciding whether or not it would be risky to allow that person to book again or to allow that person to host an Airbnb. So you're going to be making those sorts of decisions. So just wanted to remind you quickly about that position, because the pay range is $58,000 to $68,000. This is almost like, $33, $34 per hour. And again, this is going to be great for you all that have ever worked in any type of ticketing software, help desk job or customer help desk job, anything related to that, anything related to banking. If you make good decisions about whether or not somebody should be granted access to something, then this is going to be great for you. So wanted to make sure you were aware of that one as well. Now, let me show you the first role that we have for the Cash App. Okay. This is going to be kind of like the lowest level job that we're going to talk about today for Cash App. Okay. It's the dispute specialist. Okay. All of you at one point in time, you've filed some sort of dispute. Okay. So you understand what that is. Now, it's going to say it's in St. Louis because that's kind of like where that team is based, like that office area, if you want to go in an office. However, I want to emphasize that Cash App is a remote first company, and that if you do not live in St. Louis or you do not want to go into an office, you can still be considered for a fully work from home remote position. Okay. I want to emphasize that because I know I'm going to get 1,000 people like, Jazzy, I don't live in St. Louis. And Jazzy's telling you, you don't need to live in St. Louis unless you plan on going into an office. So what are we going to be talking about in this role? What is this role going to entail? Well, you're going to be doing things related to researching and filing card disputes. You may be doing some fraudulent ACH research, which is if someone is saying that their bank account information was stolen and there was a transfer that occurred, you would be responding to things like that, and also responding via email to all customer dispute inquiries. Now, this is a no phone job. I know everybody doesn't like phones. Some of you all do, but I want to emphasize that this is going to be more of a ticketing / email sort of support role. Okay. So that's going to be primarily what you're going to be looking at. So it says you're going to have to resolve customer cases. So the 50 to 60 is probably going to be divided between, different teammates. You're not going to be the only person handling all of the disputes for a Cash App. Okay. That would just be impossible for one person to handle 1 million disputes. Okay. So it's probably going to be divvied up between you and other teammates. But in addition to this, you might have some QA maintenance that you have to, keep at a certain level. Okay. So again, if you've worked in billing, you've worked in collections, if you have worked in, let's say you worked in the money center at Walmart, where you were helping people with returns, you're helping people, you're maybe issuing gift cards. You are helping people cash their paychecks. Things of that nature all fall under the sort of like financial umbrella that kind of trickles down into being like any type of money specialist. So it says you're going to work internally. Looking at customer onboarding, doing account reviews, and looking at other high risk activity as it relates to disputes. So did someone start a Cash App account and now their account has just a bunch of disputes tied to it? Or they're saying, hey, Cash App, I transferred $500 to somebody, but now my account shows that the transfer was done 6 different times. We're looking at if that person is ultimately being honest or not. And that's why they call it enhanced due diligence, to ensure the authenticity of what people are submitting as part of these claims, the completeness and the accuracy of the information provided by the customer. So you are the person on the other end of the phone talking through the dispute, saying, hey, what day was this unauthorized charged? What day did it appear on your account? What time did it happen? Did the person have knowledge of it? Did they give their card to someone? Did they not give their card to someone? Things of that nature. So when they talk about Reg E, it's investigating dispute claims and compliance with Reg E. Reg E is going to be centered around, ultimately, it's a federal regulation that protects consumers when they are making electronic payments. So any type of electronic funds transfers, this is to protect the consumer in the event, so that they don't get a bunch of excessive overdraft fees, or so that your bank account is not charged a bunch of fees that you didn't opt into. So this is something that you definitely want to call out in your resume. If you've worked for Wells Fargo, you've worked for Walmart Money Center, I don't care if you work for AT&T as a billing support agent, everybody has had some sort of Reg Reg E training, whether you realize it or not, because if you deal with any type of payments, even if you work at Zaxby's in working on the cashier, like you probably had some Reg E training at some point. So understanding charge-offs, involved in fraudulent activity and providing resolution for those. Again, you're working it as a dispute specialist. So these are all things that you're going to talk about, right? So you don't have to have any type of special certifications or, any type of special education. Financial services or banking industry experience is what I just explained to you. It can fall under that umbrella that we just talked about. Obviously, you've already got experience with Cash App because we all use it or have used it. And then the starting pay is going to be down here depending on what part of the country you live in. Remember, this is the minimum, the absolute minimum that they can pay you. This does not mean that you're going to get this exact pay. This is just the minimum because they pay according to your location zone. And then there's also going to be other things that you might get in addition to this, which could be your bonus. They could also give you stock in the company, which I think they do give stock to pretty much everybody that gets hired. Okay. So that's going to be the first position for a Cash App. And before I forget, I just want to hop around. We got 2 more positions for Cash App, but I wanted to hop around and just show you guys another kind of like more entry level position, because I know a lot of people have been saying, Jazzy, we want to see like entry level tech, and we also want to see like entry level sales. So we're going to come back to Cash App, but I wanted to show you this position. Now, for those of you that want to get into tech, the way that you do it, the way that you always can kind of like get your foot in the door is going to be in the form of any type of customer care jobs. In this position, it's actually a customer care analyst role. So with a customer care analyst role, it says you're going to provide customer service via multiple communication channels. You will be the voice of customers and provide guidance and blah, blah, blah. So customers could be having account issues, or maybe they're having some other issues where maybe they wanted to sign up for, insurance, but there is an identity verification thing that is starting to block them from completing the process. So any type of job that has the word analyst in it is going to generally be like entry level tech job. People don't realize that customer service jobs, especially when they're like virtual customer service jobs, even if you were to call into like Apple and you're buying Apple support, the person selling you that Apple support, those jobs are technically all entry level tech jobs. So tech has like the technical aspect, and then there's the people aspect where you are communicating in a customer service sort of role. So I don't want you to ever like assume that what you're doing is not technical, because the technology part of it is based on the systems that you're using, whether you're applying things like Jira, Remedy, ServiceNow, Zendesk, even like analyzing an Excel table is going to be like technical. So I want you to understand that a lot of what you do, even if you're taking things like inbound calls or you're doing email support, all of that is considered entry level tech. It's just going to be the customer side of the technology, right? So this job is going to pay $19 per hour. It is remote, and they do provide training. I don't know if it's 12 weeks of training or 10 weeks, but it's full training. So if you don't have insurance experience, then that's okay, because they do train you fully, and classes begin August 3rd. So if I was you, like, I would not wait to apply for this, because I'm pretty sure they're going to close out the applications pretty quickly. So, you got to be all done with your background and all that stuff well before this date. So I would not wait on this. So go ahead and grab the templates if you need them. They're down below in the description box, but I wanted to make sure that you saw this and understood that a customer care analyst is going to be considered your entry level IT jobs, right? This is the easiest way to get into IT. Now, some of you may or may not have heard of Spring Health, but they are a mental health solution for employers. And a lot of you may have heard of like EAP, which is the Employee Assistance Programs, which basically is like if you worked for certain companies, they'll provide you with like 20 therapy visits that your job would ultimately pay for. So that's what Spring Health does. Like they kind of support mental health for working employees. Okay, so I wanted to kind of show you, we talked about in this document what the kind of market range was for anybody that like works in marketing. So these are the types of jobs that I wanted you to vote on. And this is the type of pay that I wanted to show you. So let's talk about what that ultimately looks like. So what does a member growth marketing manager do? Well, let's talk about that. So it says that you are going to work with the customer success team and strategic account managers and our customers to develop engaging plans that ultimately drive enrollment. Enrollment is just driving people to sign up for a service, right? So you're going to maybe have some discussions with people about how to do that from a marketing aspect. And down here, it says they want you to have some experience in marketing or experience in healthcare or experience in employer benefits. Okay. So what does that kind of look like on a day-to-day? So it says you're going to be responsible for driving the member adoption and maximizing engagement on the platform. So you're going to consult and interface directly with customers to design and execute marketing initiatives. So this could be working with the design team to kind of like design things like a logo, or maybe you're going to design different things to put on Facebook or Twitter to say, hey, we're now enrolling new members. Maybe you're going to do the graphics around that or have input into what the graphics look like. Maybe you'll have input into what the email campaign looks like. If someone signed up for more information, perhaps you're going to provide input on that. So there's so many different ways that you can contribute to marketing. Like down here, it talks about the landing pages. You might assist with doing ads for the company or helping to create flyers, or just posting testimonials from people that have used the service before. So there are so many different ways that you can be involved in the marketing that doesn't require you to be like a graphic designer or like an actual copywriter. Like maybe you're just good with communication and you're just good with collecting testimonials. So that'd be the stuff that you would be posting on the website. So what this pay actually looks like, where is the pay? I just saw it. Oh, it's right here. So this salary is going to be $86,000 to $110,000. Now, what I really want you to understand down here, this is the most important piece of this entire job description. It says, if you don't meet every requirement, studies have shown that women, communities of color, and historically underrepresented talent are less likely to apply for jobs unless they meet every single qualification. Right? Sound familiar? At Spring Health, we're dedicated to building diverse, inclusive, and authentic workplaces. So if you're excited about this role, but your past experience doesn't align perfectly with every qualification in the job description, we strongly encourage you to apply. You may be just the right candidate for this or other roles. So Spring Health is a company that's saying, look, it's okay if you don't fit every single checkbox for this job, because we know that women and people of color typically will not apply for a job if they don't meet every qualification. And they're telling you not to be that person. They're telling you to apply. So if you're creative, if you're like a very organized person, these are jobs that you should absolutely be applying for. Okay. They pay up to six figures. You should not be skipping out on this job. Okay. I don't care if you've got gaps in your resume, you're a new mom, you're over the age of 50. I don't care. You need to be applying. Yes, the resumes are done for you. So no excuses. Now, let's hop into the next opportunity, because somebody asked me about tax prep. right? So when I posted what was that job that we posted a while back? It wasn't TurboTax. It was H&R Block. Someone said, Jazzy, I don't want to actually do people's taxes, but do you have any jobs related to like, something a little bit like, more upscale than just like doing people's taxes? So I came across this Cash App opportunity, which is for the tax preparation product specialist, right? So with this particular job, it says down here, you're going to create and review the help text, which is basically they're saying you're going to create and review like the FAQs, the frequently asked questions that you see posted on websites. There may be some help center articles for people that, again, need like these self-help articles on the website, and other materials to ensure customers can file their taxes with ease. So you're not filing anybody's taxes. You are just like putting together some of the documentation. People may have questions around like, okay, if Cash App has like, they're expanding their sort of like, capabilities. So it's not just a platform for just strictly sending money. Like you can also like file your taxes on Cash App now. So it's like a new product. And that's why they're saying you're going to support the quality assurance, the QA people, to make sure that this new product that they're rolling out is like operating the way that it should. So when I go in here to file my taxes, I shouldn't have to like enter my name 15 different times. I should only have to enter my name and my social once, and that should be it, right? Little simple things like that. So if you have any experience working with any type of taxes, even if you've done your own taxes, you're just like the family tax person, right? You should be applying for this job. Now, if you've got some experience in things like, I don't know, Java down here, or you've got experience with Jira, Adobe, GitHub, Salesforce, those are things that are great because there are technologies that they use. But the main thing is going to be knowing a little bit about tax prep and the tax prep products. And you're going to like this because these are 6-figure jobs. Okay, do we all see that? These are 6-figure jobs. So make sure that you are applying for this job. If you've got any of that tax experience, that banking experience, anything that falls under the money umbrella, you need to be applying for this. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions down below in the comments, and make sure you hit the like button. I need everybody right now to smash the like button, okay? Because I just dropped some 6-figure opportunities, and I just basically taught you how to finesse your way into a high-paying job, even if you don't have a bunch of experience. So I need you to smash the like button, please. And until the next time, I will see you folks in the next video. I hope that you stay safe, and I am rooting for all of you. I'm proud of all of you that have gotten jobs. You all just make mama's heart so happy. So I'm just excited for what's to come for you all this summer, and I just love it. And I love you guys. All right. Until the next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye.